pregnant mom. Okay, we're gonna do 2. All right, 2.
No,
no one said 6. All right, lock in chat. All right, for the YouTube video, pregnant teen discovers mom killed her boyfriend. Lock in.
This is 17-year-old Elizabeth Baldonado. A few hours ago, her boyfriend was found mysteriously shot dead in a back alley.
You're gay?
Yeah, she wants to start the person that did it. She's pregnant.
This is real. Yeah, this is real.
Tragically, Elizabeth is also pregnant with their child. Her mother, Ortiz Chavez, is trying to comfort her daughter. What Elizabeth doesn't know yet is that her mother is hiding a dark secret that will ruin the family's life.
Your mom's car is on video leaving the homicide.
You seriously think that they did it?
Yes.
My mom loved that child.
As detectives work the case, more and more clues start pointing towards Elizabeth's family. And as she learns that her own family are now suspected killers, all she can do is deny the accusations, while her mother sacrifices her own children to hide.
All right, guys, chat. What do we think our mom's reasoning is? There's always a reasoning. All right, I think I'm gonna place my bet. All right. I think the mother did it because she didn't want the kid in the life. We're still run up for Georgie. I think it was because he didn't want that's gonna be mine. Just put your ideas in the
what she's done.
That's what I think.
All right, then. Do you want to talk?
But he didn't want her, and she was jealous of her daughter. Ooh, that's a good one. Whatever the reason is, BS.
It's a quiet Friday morning in downtown Albuquerque. A 16-year-old boy.
You think she did it because she's racist? That's a terrible. What? They look the same. Okay. All right, lock in.
Walks alone through a back alley on his way to work, unaware that a killer is waiting for him inside one of the parked cars.
Shit.
Then a single gunshot rings out, striking the teenager in the head and killing him instantly, while the shooter disappears from the scene. Within minutes, multiple 911 calls start flooding in reporting the gunfire. Patrol units quickly respond to the area, and as officers turn down the alley, they're met with a grim scene.
Okay, I think more and more of my options right now.
On the pavement is a teenage boy, motionless, with blood pooling beneath his head. The victim shows no signs of life and appears to have a gunshot wound visible just above his temple. Whatever happened in this alley happened fast, and whoever pulled the trigger is already gone.
Alright, by the way, that area seems like it has a fuck ton of cameras, so yeah, she's fucked.
Officers call it in and begin securing the perimeter. With no weapon in sight and no ID on the body.
That's what you gotta say? Bro, that's what you gotta say about that?
They now need to figure out who he is and why he ended up here.
Shit.
Backup units soon arrive and start canvassing the area, looking for anyone who might have heard or seen what happened. And before long, 2 witnesses come forward.
Well, I mean, you gotta think about it. It's like, no, Mallory's right. That is a good shot. Like, if it's a pistol, she had to, like, you can still miss. And if she did it first try, that's a pretty good shot. I mean, unless he was walking like how some high school students walk with a fucking nail.
Saw something strange right after the gunshot.
Did you hear anything? I didn't hear anything, but I saw people running. One of them is a light-skinned male. He turns around, runs back to the alley, and takes off down the street.
I just saw strange cars that aren't usually here. I've just been circling and I noticed some weird activity.
No, I'm sorry. I just read Mallory's comment. Knowing me, I would have missed and have sped away out of embarrassment. Yeah. Nah, because I would have ran the guy over. Like, what? Wait, this is low-key fucked up. But, like, okay, what the fuck? If I miss, I just, like, just... Now he's just like, my bad, bro. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. Just driving, bro. Like,
gut-wrenching feeling that someone was about to get shot because there were just weird people back here, and I saw this kid, this guy right here who shot. He was over here talking to some girl, and last minute I saw him there. I turned the corner, and I heard a gunshot when I was on this side of the road, so then I came back over here, and the car was down.
It's my chair.
According to witnesses, a single gunshot was fired, followed by a group of teenagers scrambling
Shot
in
like
every
that?
direction. One
That's
of them
even-
was seen jumping into a car with a girl before speeding away. The information is vague, but it gives police a starting point. Detectives soon arrive at the scene and launch a formal homicide investigation. While examining the
Like,
body,
damn, bro,
they
if I
notice
miss, I'm
something
calling it a
odd about the
day.
victim.
Nigga has
He's-
already seen me. He probably start laugh. Bro, this is a serious video. I can't laugh. I feel bad for the kid because he had no idea what was coming to him. But like, yeah.
Still wearing an apron, the kind used by restaurant staff, suggesting he might have
Oh my god, that must have been fucking scary, Graham. Holy shit.
worked nearby. That small detail sends them straight across the street to the only restaurant in sight, Lindy's Diner. Inside, the owners immediately recognize the victim. His name is Josue J. Ruiz, 16 years old, a dishwasher who'd only started a few weeks earlier. They tell
Damn.
police Jay's grandfather is a regular customer, and officers are able to call him and ask him to come down to the
Don't
scene.
show this, bro. Don't show this.
When Jay's
Alright.
grandfather arrives, detectives
show
have to
this.
break the tragic news to him. But what he tells them about Jay's life will start to hint at darker things he may have been involved in.
It's actually sad as fuck.
I don't know if
All right,
anybody's
we're locked
taken
in,
this.
we're
I
locked
was trying to see if you were obviously Josue. Is that how you say it? Yeah. Josue's passed on. So that's what we're here for. Is we're here to try to figure out what happened and try to do the best we can by Josue. Alrighty. He's your grandson. Is that correct? Okay.
He was involved with something, but I could never get the truth from him. I could never get the truth. There's one friend that he was involved with that, I really didn't approve of. I was just getting ready to move him out.
One comment I'll say is usually when they show the parents or the person who's like taking care of this kid, it's like really sad and there's like no reaction. I'm assuming this is like, no, this gotta be the same day.
Take him somewhere else so he can have a job or whatever.
Just sitting there, boom. Oh, hell no, bro.
But
Although the news clearly breaks him, he takes it with quiet strength, telling detectives that his
Yeah.
grandson had been involved in something lately that might be what got him killed. And as the conversation continues,
different, bro.
he
That was
mentions
different.
one more
We were
heartbreaking
laughing.
detail. Jay wasn't just a teenager with secrets.
He was
He
a
was
father.
about to become a father.
he has a girlfriend over there in my apartment.
Just on the
His
counter.
girlfriend
Oh, that's
is
scary,
at your
bro.
apartment right now? Yeah, he called me this morning and told me, hey, you're going to get
Yeah, I can't have a gun.
Is what he told me. So.
No kidding. Who's his girlfriend?
Elizabeth, I think it's Maldonado.
She's at your apartment
Right now, yeah.
Like we're no
The
reaction.
revelation only adds to the tragedy. Jay's girlfriend, 17-year-old Elizabeth Baldonado, is pregnant with his child and has no idea that he's gone. Investigators plan to speak with her later, but for now they allow Jay's grandfather to leave the scene and deliver the news himself, telling her that detectives will be in touch soon. If anyone can explain what Jay had been caught up in, it's her. About an hour later, the homicide case is officially assigned to Detective Anna Bruciaga as the lead investigator. After reviewing the initial reports and witness statements, she begins canvassing the area for any surveillance footage that might reveal what happened. It doesn't take long before officers locate a camera mounted outside a nearby school, angled directly towards the alley where the shooting took place. When they sit down to review the footage, they finally get their first visual clue of Jay's killers.
So these are all the cameras that are running in two systems, the digital and the analog. The analog sucks, so just a fair warning.
Killer,
His
like
face is-
plural. Damn, alright.
The alleyway.
Plural
Once the shot
killers.
happens, the people loading the vehicle will react. So it's the individual walks the vehicle somewhere right here.
Yeah, so he just walked to the passenger side.
And they react.
It almost looks like a toilet.
On
Boy, I'm
screen, a gold
confused.
Toyota sedan can be seen racing away seconds after the gunshot. And through the tinted glass, detectives can barely make out what appears to be two figures inside the
Two?
vehicle.
Oh, it wasn't just the mom?
Meaning
Interesting,
there are at least
interesting.
2 suspects on the loose. A couple of hours later, detectives arrive at the apartment where Jay's girlfriend, Elizabeth, is staying.
Why don't they just track
They
the car?
believe she
They probably
might
did
help
do
them
that.
understand what Jay had been caught up in. But they have no idea that they'll soon come face to face with one of Jay's killers.
Bro, that'd be
someone
crazy.
far closer to him than anyone imagined.
Do you mind if we come in here? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. I'm so sorry for your loss. I know that obviously he was possibly having some issues with some people, right? Can you tell me about that?
He doesn't really tell me much about that stuff.
So let's start with today. What'd you guys do today?
He took a shower at like 8 o'clock. He was getting ready to
That'd be
go
a
to
plot
work at
twist.
10. I was making appointments today because we found out that I'm pregnant. Well, he was texting me still until at least around
PlayStation 4.
12 o'clock. And then he stopped answering me for
Nick the Dick.
few
Alright, bro. I'm watching a video called Pregnant Teen Discovers Mom Killed Her Boyfriend.
hours.
That's what we're
The
watching.
timeline Elizabeth provides lines up with the shooting. Around 11:20 a.m. is when Jay stopped responding to her messages, the same time investigators believe he was killed. Beyond that, Elizabeth doesn't offer much, saying Jay often kept to himself and never told her what he was doing. To detectives, it sounds like Jay might have gotten himself involved in something he didn't want anyone else to know about. Maybe a deal that went wrong or a confrontation that escalated. Whatever it was, it's likely what got him killed. Or at least...
Okay, hear me out. What if he had a relationship with the mom? Alright, listen. Maybe that's what it is. I'm just spitballing here. That's just think about it.
That's what it
Just think about it.
seems
That's
at
all I'm saying.
first.
Just think about it.
Because Elizabeth isn't telling the full story. Not yet. And the next thing she remembers won't just give detectives a new lead. It'll start turning suspicion towards Elizabeth and her own family.
A little bit from what I gathered from Grandpa is that he feels that he was up to no good lately. Can you tell me about that?
This morning, him and my brother were supposed to box it out.
Okay, well, there we go, guys. That's the other person, the brother. Okay, well, now that you put them on the list, it's gotta be the brother, right? Alright, you are not crazy to say that. I truly believe the mom and him had something going on. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think that might be it.
This has nothing to do with this at all. My brother and him just don't get along.
Ah, there we go. That's all I had to hear. Never mind. Throw that theory out the way. The brother and the mother. That's who it
They
was.
bump heads
Throw
very
it out
much.
the way.
But my brother would never do this. He knows
Your
how
mom
I
wouldn't
feel
either.
about Jay.
And which brother?
My younger brother,
Your younger brother? What's his name?
Angelo.
Tell me a little bit about why they were gonna box it out.
Me and Jay, we were arguing about something. I don't remember what. But we started getting really loud, and
That's what I'm saying,
my
yeah.
brother got
I think
tired
that.
of it, so he came in and told him to stop yelling at me, and then they just started fighting.
Physically fighting?
No.
So did they text each other that they were gonna fight?
No.
Or
No, Jay called me and told my mom that he wanted
No, it's put
to
the cap
box
in.
it out
Is
with
that,
my brother.
that's what I'm thinking.
According to Elizabeth, her brother Angelo was supposed to box it out with her boyfriend Jay that morning. A teenage fight meant to settle whatever tension had been building between them. Although the fight never happened and Elizabeth insists it has nothing to do with the
Yeah.
homicide, it suggests the conflict could have been personal.
I think she. Oh, it's probably like a month later. I'm assuming it's like a month later. That's gotta be fucking terrible to find out your mom did. And your mom to lie. That's worse. Oh my gosh. And you're thinking to yourself, your mom's gonna help you take care of that child and your brother. But no, well, it's not confirmed the brother yet. We don't know that. But the mother, it's like, oh my god, now they can't help.
Investigators will now have to follow up on this.
A miscarriage. I don't know if she had a miscarriage. I mean, it's not funny. I don't think she had a miscarriage. I don't know. I mean, we'll
And look
see. I
into
don't think
Angelo's
so.
involvement before ruling him out. But before the conversation can continue any further with Elizabeth, Jay's family...
Jaden, I'm gonna Jaden, when is your break over? Stress can do that, Nikki. I know, but I don't think she had it. But Jaden, when's your break over? Answer that question for me, please.
Arrives at the apartment. Word of the shooting
I'm gonna
has
text you later,
already
too.
reached them, but they still haven't received an official confirmation from
I'm
police.
gonna text you later.
Detective Anna Bruciaga has no choice but to break the tragic news to Jay's mother, a moment that no amount of experience could ever prepare anyone for.
Can you tell us what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. First
She
and
did it.
foremost, I'm lost. Okay.
Oh.
Right now, I don't have much other than officers were dispatched to the alleyway in reference to Mr. Okay.
What happened?
And that's why I'm. So we just got called out. That's why I'm trying to interview as many people as I can. That's why I headed here first, and then I was headed your way because I do have some questions. But as of right now, I don't. Okay. I really.
I'm not turning 21. What the fuck? I'm 19. I'm 19. What the fuck do you mean I'm turning 21? How does someone that's known me since 6th grade think I'm turning 21? Oh, L friend, bro. Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa, what did I miss? Oh, she fainted. Oh. Oh yeah, that mom is getting a life sentence, bro. That mom's getting a life sentence, bro. Oh, bro. Yeah. Nah, she's fucked up. That's how you know she's not a true fan. What happened? The mom fainted. She's fainted. She cried, or not fainted. She just broke down. You kind of I have no clue what the hell just happened. You could see by the blur. Look. Look. Wait, watch. You can see her outline. See? And
Really.
what you can see, she's falling, and then she falls. Yeah, she falls, and then she starts to break down crying. Oh, it's up tape. We're watching a really depressing video. So, yeah.
With the devastating news delivered,
I hate them showing
Detective
stuff, bro.
Anna Bruciaga tries to gather
Yeah.
any insight from
Yeah.
Jay's family, but they don't seem to have any. Even his mother can't imagine who would want to hurt him, leaving detectives with no clear leads or motives to work with.
We're watching pregnant teen discovers mom killed her boyfriend. Yeah.
Investigators collect Jay's phone and prepare to leave. Another woman walks into the apartment, Ortiz Chavez, looking to comfort her daughter. Detective Bruciaga sits down with her to collect some basic information. A casual conversation at first.
Oh, and she's crying too. That's so fucking evil, bro. That's so sinister. Oh my god, who texted me? What the?
Until Chavez mentions a small detail that catches the detective's attention and quietly puts her on the radar.
What kind of car do you drive? I drive one. Toyota. Toyota? Yes, I could go. Yeah. Oh. Slow down on me. I just looked there. Whatever.
And you said you just purchased it?
Yeah.
Do you have a plate on it?
Yeah. No, I don't. They took our sticker off the temp tag. Yeah, they took it off the car.
Where you said it's.
Oh. Yeah,
No.
so earlier this morning it broke
I
down
would
on
not
her
tickle
and
it.
then she just left it there.
As Chavez describes her vehicle, Detective Bruciaga immediately recognizes the description. A gold Toyota sedan, similar to the one caught on surveillance footage speeding away just seconds after the shooting. The
Oh my god, and it didn't have a license plate. Oh yeah, you should have lied about what car you had. You're an idiot.
connection is hard to ignore. Bruciaga notes the details, but decides it's too early to jump to conclusions, wanting to verify it as
Nah,
quickly.
I would have jumped to that conclusion immediately, bro. I'm not tickling your fucking pickle, bro. What the hell, bro?
As possible,
Lock
she
in!
wraps up the initial interview with the family and heads out with officers to the spot where Chavez abandoned her car that morning. When they arrive, the car is nowhere to be found, and Bruciaga starts suspecting Chavez might be hiding something. About 40 minutes later, investigators return to the apartment to interview Chavez privately. And that's when things start to get interesting. By now, it's only been a few hours since Jay was killed, and most detectives would still be collecting statements. But Bruciaga's instincts tell her there's no time to waste. So she sits down with Chavez and makes a bold accusation.
So here's the thing, okay?
Oh my god, lock in, guys. Lock in.
I believe your car was used in today's homicide. Okay?
Notice how, okay, watch the victim. Notice how she's locking in on the face, the same facial structure. She never twitched or anything. All right? She never, notice that about the victim.
You're lying to me.
No, I am not.
Interesting. Bold move. This is a game of chess now. This is a game of chess. You're lying to me. That was a good one. That was a good one.
So you stole my car.
That's why I'm talking to you. Okay, so if you don't tell me who had your car,
I don't know.
It's your car.
I left my car at the side of the road.
Okay.
I didn't lend my car to nobody.
Detective Bruciaga is quick to connect the dots, suspecting that it's Chavez's car that was speeding away. But Chavez claims she abandoned it, and it must have been stolen.
Okay, well now I gotta think about this. Why would someone steal your car to then go kill the boyfriend? Like, why your car? Why not the uncle's, the mother's? Why your car? Doesn't make any sense. That's just...
However, the detective is about to take things one step further, because if Chavez's car was used in the murder, the next logical question is who was behind the wheel? And with what Elizabeth revealed about the planned fight that morning, there's only one name that fits.
The brother.
Chavez's son, Angelo.
So what I'm getting at is that what are the odds?
Where are you getting the racism from? They're all Hispanic. I think. I think. I don't know. Lock back in.
Your son and his friends have a problem with Jay. And Jay
Would she blame her own son?
And people are telling me it's your car on the scene.
But my son said he wouldn't, and I gave it to Vaughn. And I was with them today.
Okay.
Oh my god, that just confirmed it. Ah, gotcha, rat bastard. Gotcha,
so you
bro.
were with them all day?
Yes. My son had an interview at 9 o'clock. And we were over at the Whataburger over there. Cottonwood or whatever.
You drop him off?
No, I didn't leave the Whataburger.
Okay, so you waited for him to be done.
She literally said, that she was with her son all day. And there was 2 people in the car. That's it. That right there. That's the evidence. That's the evidence right there, bro. That's the evidence.
And we went back together to my house.
Okay, then you guys go back to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he stayed there. And I left with myself, the car, to go see Elizabeth.
Right there. Notice how she lied right there.
House.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he stayed there. And I...
Right here. She's thinking. She's processing. She's figuring out what to say.
Left with myself, the car, to go see Elizabeth.
No, you could tell. You could just tell. I'm trying to sound smart, man. I'm trying to sound smart, bro.
Chavez's morning timeline only reinforces the detective's suspicions. If she really abandoned her car around 10:30 that morning and it suddenly vanished, then there's a very high chance it's the same gold Toyota caught on CCTV later when Jay was shot. Witnesses also reported seeing a young male and female inside the car.
When they talk to the son, their stories will collide and it won't make sense exactly. That's why they're going fast. That's why they're trying to do this right away, because then they don't have time to talk to each other. That's so...
And with Chavez having both a teenage son, Angelo, and a daughter, Elizabeth, things are starting to look very suspicious for her family. For now, though, all of this remains as just early suspicion. After all, detectives know...
That is some big-ass suspicion, I'm not gonna lie, guys. That is a huge suspicion right there.
Jay had been hiding things. He was secretive and clearly mixed up in something he wasn't telling anyone about. But there's something eerily strange about Chavez's demeanor that Detective Bruciaga can't ignore. Even after being told her son might be involved in a homicide, she stays quiet, almost detached. Not the kind of reaction you'd expect from
That's what I'm saying. They both were fucking involved.
a mother facing that sort of accusation. And the longer the conversation goes, the more convinced Bruciaga becomes that the mother sitting in front of her knows more than she's letting on. So the detective decides to take an even bigger risk this time and make an accusation that most investigators would hesitate to ask.
No way she's about to say that I think you did it. Because that is a bold accusation. That is bold. I want to see a
This
reaction.
early on.
So, did you shoot?
Damn, bro.
No, I didn't.
It's called reacting. That's what I'm doing.
He's a kid.
I can't just sit here. I can't just sit here. I gotta react.
Baby.
I know, but somebody did.
But
Wait, I missed it.
he's a kid. He's a baby.
I know, but somebody did.
But no.
But I also feel like you know.
She almost said it. She almost said it. Most likely shot him. No, let's look. But I what? What? I what? What were you about to say? What were you about to say there? Nah. I see that. Oh.
No.
But I also feel like you know more than you're telling me.
But I don't.
Because again, I'm telling you, based on your demeanor, I think you know what happened. And I know it's your car. And I am gonna confirm it on video surveillance.
I hope you do, because I'm like lost right now.
It's over.
Again,
that line right there.
Chavez's reaction isn't what Detective Bruciaga expects at all. Instead of breaking down or reacting defensively, she simply denies it with a sorrowful face. This response leaves Bruciaga torn between two possibilities. Either Chavez is innocent but in complete shock, struggling to process what's happening, or she's carefully keeping her composure to hide a guilty conscience and protect her children. Either way, she sticks to her story, and with nothing concrete so far, the interview comes to an end. But even without proof, Bruciaga can't shake the feeling that her instincts are right, that one of Jay's killers is sitting in this very apartment. With her doubts only growing,
What do y'all think the mom did after that? Do you think she immediately went to the son? I think she immediately went to the son to talk to him, like to get the story. I'm assuming that's what she tried to do.
Bruciaga decides to move quickly
They should have got the son immediately.
and verify Chavez's version of events with the one person who can either confirm or contradict it, her son, Angelo. Within an hour, investigators head straight to Angelo's workplace to talk to him in person. Whatever he tells detectives will either clear his family or make things even worse for them.
Short kid, I don't know.
So there was a shooting downtown today, and somebody died. So I know that you knew him. I think he was actually somebody that you knew because he was dating your sister.
Talking about Jay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is he alive?
No, he's not. He's dead. So I just wanted to find out from you just a little bit.
Can you tell his grandpa? You talk to his grandpa, right?
Yeah.
Please tell his grandpa and sister.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So explain to me what this whole, like, your mom and your sister explained, like, this beef between you and Jay. So
He don't give a fuck. All right, hold up. What chickens do? Oh, you called me? What? We're watching a video about a mom killing a fucking son, a boyfriend. What is this? What the? What the fuck, bro? What the fuck, bro? I could have looked at that later. I'm sorry, I was watching something. I'm sorry.
Explain that.
We had a problem with him and sister. Then, like I said, we had that with father. And then we didn't really like talk after that. We both went our separate ways.
Yeah.
So your sister tells your mom tells you that Jay wants to fight.
He has a great jawline, by the way.
I didn't plan nothing. He assumed. And I was just like, we're good. We had all this. We had all this shit. So like, we're good. He said he wanted to do 8 o'clock.
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she, you mean your mom said?
That's what he told me. That's what Jay told me. Like that's what Jay told to tell my sister.
Okay,
to tell
new theory.
me.
I think that she wanted to stop them fighting, so she killed him first. Maybe.
That you're supposed to meet. Where were you guys supposed to meet?
He just said he wanted to fight me. He didn't talk to me early, so I assumed we have my door.
Angelo confirms most of what detectives have already heard from his sister and mother, saying Jay wanted to box it out that morning, but the fight never happened. Beyond that, there isn't much new information, and his version of events lines up neatly with his mother's timeline. For now, their stories seem consistent. But until those details can be verified, Detective Bruciaga knows she has to take everything they've said at face value. However, before investigators can dig deeper, Angelo's mother suddenly walks in, and this time, she's far less cooperative.
He's not even a rape. I'm not.
Bro! She came in to talk to him. She came in to talk to him, bro. Nah, mad suspicious. You're on the list, bro. She's on the list.
But he's not in trouble, so he doesn't have to be 18 for us to talk to him.
I'm gonna send Brian.
I mean, it's up to him. If he doesn't want you here,
You're luring up is too soon.
Yeah, my sister and the bars here. I had to have him go pick up.
Talk to my sister.
so there is one thing that we are going to need, just like we talked with your sister, we didn't get your phone. So we're going to secure it.
Yo, this is mad. That's mad suspicious. That's mad suspicious.
But your daughter's
an investigation, like I explained to you earlier, Elizabeth. I'm taking your phone. You're not getting it out until I'm done with it. But as soon as I'm done with it, I will give it back to you.
Do you want me to take you to go find where your car was left? Because we've been all over there and we can't find it anywhere.
Well, I'm gonna go shortly, but I want to make sure that my kids and my family get home. And right now, my biggest concern is I just want to go home.
What's your biggest concern?
I want to go home.
No, you absolutely go home.
Despite investigators' attempts to convince
that's
her
hella
otherwise,
suspicious,
Chavez
bro.
insists on taking Angelo home. Even if her intentions are innocent, this sudden change in behavior doesn't help their case at all. If anything, it makes it look like an attempt to shield her son from further questioning. With the interview shut down, officers see...
She knows how. She's still suspicious, bro. Okay, it was bad for her to go up to him, like go there when there's an investigation, but it was worse to lawyer up. Why would you lawyer up if you have nothing to hide? That what was bad. That's what was really bad.
the family's phones, hoping digital evidence might reveal what they're not saying out loud. Back at the police station, detectives spend the next couple of weeks combing through statements, surveillance footage, and phone data. What they find begins to reshape the entire case. Among the first discoveries are text messages showing that Chavez was directly involved in arranging the so-called boxing match between her son Angelo and her daughter's boyfriend Jay. In one exchange, Elizabeth texts Jay saying that Mom says they'll be there at 8. Other messages...
Are they supposed to be talking to him without or a lawyer or no? He wasn't in trouble, so it was okay to talk to him. He wasn't suspicious. He wasn't suspicious, but she made him suspicious. You know what I'm trying to say, bro.
Suggests there may have been a gun involved. In one text, Elizabeth writes, "I'll be there too because I don't want anything like they pull a gun out." Investigators also uncover signs that Jay and Elizabeth's relationship was deteriorating, with both of them talking about breaking up. In one message, Jay tells her directly, "I'll talk to you when it comes to the baby, but I ain't doing this with you anymore." But even more alarming were the contradictions in the family's statements. Elizabeth told detectives her boyfriend didn't leave the house until 10 that morning. Yet, Jay's phone shows him texting others about Angelo not showing up as early as 8 o'clock. In one of those messages, Jay texts a friend.
Oh my god, my bad guys. Oh my god, my bad. I'll go back. So shit, my bad. I thought I clicked it. All right, I'll go back.
One text there. In one exchange,
My bad.
Elizabeth
My bad.
texts Jay saying that Mom says they'll be there at 8. Other messages suggest there may have been a gun involved. In one text, Elizabeth writes, "I'll be there too because I don't want anything like they pull a gun out." Investigators also uncover signs that Jay and Elizabeth's relationship was deteriorating, with both of them talking about breaking up. In one message, Jay tells her directly, "I'll talk to you when it comes to the baby, but I ain't doing this with you anymore." But even more alarming were the contradictions in the family's statements. Elizabeth told detectives her boyfriend didn't leave the house until 10 that morning. Yet, Jay's phone shows him texting others about Angelo not showing up as early as 8 o'clock. In one of those messages, Jay texts a friend. They didn't show. 8 o'clock, the mom said, and it's 9. Man, her family's a bunch of assholes, I swear. Additionally, detectives uncover another name that hadn't come up before. Elizabeth's older brother, Gilbert. In his message,
God damn, there's another brother? Bro, this feels like the FNAF movie, bro.
Gilbert
just introducing villains just like mid-plot, bro.
Expresses anger towards Jay and even makes promises of retaliation. By the end of the review, Detective Bruciaga becomes convinced that the entire family might be involved in planning what happened that day. Now, it's no longer a question of what happened, but who did it and exactly why.
All right, so I think that it was all planned, something was going to happen, but I do not think Elizabeth was involved in actually having him murdered.
In the days following Jay's murder, investigators were at a standstill. Because Angelo and Elizabeth are still minors, their mother refuses to let them speak with police, effectively blocking detectives from getting any
Okay, maybe you guys are right. Maybe she does have
answers directly from them. But 20 days after the shooting, that changes. Jay's girlfriend, Elizabeth Baldonado, turns 18 years old, and her mother can no longer stop her from talking. Detective Bruciaga seizes the opportunity and convinces her to come down to the station to see the new evidence they've uncovered, carefully leaving out that it's evidence pointing towards her own family. The goal is simple. Find out who was directly involved in Jay's killing, or better yet, get a confession. But before we get to that, do you struggle with deciding what to put every day, or just making your dresses new deeds on the accused to Elizabeth's interrogation meals and free breakfast for life? With that said, let's get back to Elizabeth's interrogation. This time, detectives plan to double down on the accusations instead of playing nice. But this will soon backfire, because unlike her mother, Elizabeth's reaction will be very different.
Now that some time has passed and you've had time to think about it, Elizabeth, I want to hear what happened. Because I think you know more than you told me that day.
I don't know anything. I really don't. Why would you guys assume that? Why would I know anything new about that?
Because I have your phones, and I've looked through your phones. And so I do believe you know more.
What would I know more about? About who killed him? About who did it? No, I don't know. I really don't know who did it. If I knew who did it, I would have told you already.
Would you? Is she? I can't tell if she's smiling.
So I know that you and him were having some problems, and he broke up with you, and you wanted to get back with him, and he told you no. I will talk to you when it comes to the baby, but that is it. And he wanted nothing to do with you.
So you're saying that I had someone do something to him? Are you
It's a question.
serious?
Okay, here's the thing, okay?
I loved him more than anything in the world. I would never do anything like that. I would never have anyone do anything like that because I loved him more than my whole life.
And actually, I do know that because you guys texted, I love you so much. Tons. So I do know that, okay? But you have to understand, Elizabeth, I'm investigating his homicide. Somebody killed him, okay? Have you ever watched homicide shows?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so you have to know that if I see anything like that on the phone, you have to know that I have to ask you these questions. Because at this point, I have gone through your phone, I have gone through your brother's phone, I have gone through
your other brother
phone, I have gone through other things. And I have to ask these questions because I have a feeling you know more than you're telling me.
I don't. I really don't. I don't know anything more than I'm telling you.
At this point, I'd be like, all right, can you tell me what you know? Because I don't know.
As planned, there is no small talk or warm-up. Right away, Detective Bruciaga tells Elizabeth she's not being fully honest. The approach is blunt, and it's clearly hitting a nerve as Elizabeth quickly grows defensive. But Bruciaga isn't backing off just yet. She's about to bet everything on her next move, laying out every piece of evidence she has against the family in hopes of eliciting an admission from Elizabeth.
Okay, so you brought up that your brother Gilbert had mentioned and said
why are they hiding his
he
face?
was going to send someone up there to take care of
But he didn't.
because my brother knows that if he were to do anything, I would never speak to him again or at all. I would have him part of my life at all.
Oh. Oh.
So Gilbert didn't do it.
Why would my brother do it? My brother literally knows how I feel about him.
So I'm pretty sure you've been in the household and have heard conversations. Correct?
Heard what?
Anything. Anything that talked about.
They do not talk about anything.
Okay, so where's your
Yo.
mom's car?
I don't know.
Her
You're
family planned it
seriously
without her
assuming
knowing.
that one of my family members did it because the car is missing. She literally filed a report that her car was missing that night.
Okay, so you say you love Josue, right? And he's the love of.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't align. Like, if I was a child and I heard that, I'd be like, but why would they take your car? That doesn't make sense to me. That
Of your
doesn't.
life.
But maybe because she loves her mother. Obviously, she loves her mother.
So why are
yeah,
you
but
covering for your mom and your
I'd
brother?
question
I'm
that.
not covering for anybody. Are you fucking serious? You seriously think that they did it?
Yes.
My mom loved that child too.
Okay, maybe not your mom, but what if what if I told you that your mom's car is on video leaving the homicide? What if I told you that?
You know how many Toyota Camrys that
But the
are
license
gold
plate.
live in the city?
But what are the odds that your brother and Josue were
My
supposed
brother,
to meet
my
up?
brother was at home. My brother was at home with his girlfriend. They were literally sleeping until he had to go to work.
It's clear that Elizabeth has reached her breaking point. Every accusation towards her family is pushing her closer to the edge. Most investigators would pull back here, take a break, try to de-escalate, but not Detective Bruciaga. Instead, she decides
Oh, it
to take
was?
a
How do you
bigger
know?
risk, one that's bold but calculated. Rather than fighting Elizabeth's denials, she will lean into them, even agreeing that she's only trying to protect her family. In doing so, Bruciaga wants to make Elizabeth feel safe enough to talk and reveal what she's really hiding. It's a delicate
Hold up. Sorry, chat. I'm pausing. Oh, that is Laura. Oh my god. I don't know why. I did not know that was Laura. Bro, I did not know that was Laura. Okay, sorry.
psychological play, one that could end the interview entirely or solve the case right here and now.
But I'm gonna tell you right now that your mom said she drove Angelo to his interview. Guess what? Angelo said he borrowed the car from your mom and he drove himself to the interview. So obviously somebody's lying. And I kind of understand that you don't want to see.
No, you don't. They don't. They did not do it.
Because
you
I
are
don't know
literally
what I
looking
would
in the
do.
wrong place. You're just trying to blame somebody just so that you can get someone for the crime.
You gifted 200. What if I just gifted 200 subs right now? Only 1.1k. That would be insane. And that would be a shit ton of money to sub. That'd be a shit ton.
I know they didn't do it because, well, I don't know for sure, but I know they wouldn't have done something like that. They know how much that would crush me, and literally they have seen how much I have died these past 2 weeks.
Okay, and I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you.
That's a reason why they wouldn't tell you. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I won't tell
I
you.
find out your brother. I'm telling you when I gather up all my evidence and I arrest your brother, I hope that you didn't know more.
You guys can think however you like. My family did not do it.
Elizabeth, you can't get out without us letting you out, babe.
Elizabeth, I think you're ready to tell me more than you're telling me, okay?
Oh, I feel bad.
You have to realize, Elizabeth, that somebody took your baby's dad's life, and now that baby is not gonna have a father. And as much as you love your family, they still took your baby's dad away. Now that baby's not gonna have a dad.
I don't think I know that. That's literally all I think about every day.
I don't think she does
Can we
either.
finish talking in the conference room? Just because I can't hear, actually.
Yeah, we can't be sitting in the hallway, Elizabeth. I'm sorry.
this is our victim site, so.
Elizabeth's finally had enough. The weight of the questioning breaks her down, and she's emotionally exhausted. Detectives try to take advantage of the moment, hoping her vulnerability will make her open up, but Elizabeth doesn't budge. Through tears, she keeps insisting her family is innocent. With nothing useful coming from Elizabeth, the interview ends. She's escorted out of the building, and investigators are back to square one.
You gotta think that she definitely went home and definitely started questioning her family. After that, I'd be like, yo, did you have anything to do with my boyfriend's death? Because what was going on here? She had to. There's so many people who say they don't know anything, but then you find out she does. Yeah.
Still, Detective Bruciaga can't shake her suspicions. She knows this family is hiding something. What she hasn't figured out yet is that she's been focusing on the wrong suspects.
Whoa! Gilbert! Gilbert did not look like how I thought he looked like. Gilbert looks exactly like what Mallory described. Yo, Gilbert, Big G, mind lending me a blunt? That's a... Wow. Wow.
All along. Over the next couple of months, the case remains wide open. Investigators keep digging, and what they find is even more alarming. First, they learn that Chavez never followed through with her stolen vehicle report from the day of the murder. Then, while combing through phone data, detectives uncover explicit threats from Elizabeth's older brother, Gilbert, directed at Jay. In one message, Gilbert writes he's gonna catch one, clearly hinting at plans for violence. In another text, he says, delete our messages and don't say anything about me saying I was gonna shoot him. It wasn't me for real. I ain't trying to deal with cops. Based on these details, investigators start to speculate that Gilbert may have taken things further, possibly supplying a gun or even using it himself to shoot Jay. Chavez, realizing what her sons had done, may have then disposed of the car to cover their tracks and build an alibi for the family. The new findings push Gilbert to the top of the suspect list, right beside his brother Angelo. But as compelling as the theory sounds, it's still just that. A theory. The case remains strong on suspicion, but weak on proof. And Detective Brucey...
Bro, but like he just said he was gonna shoot him. How is that suspicion? Wouldn't that be like...
Yaga desperately needs anything concrete from the Baldonado family.
Yeah.
So, on May 19th, 76 days after Jay's murder, Bruciaga and a team of officers head to the family's house determined to confront them face to face and see if she can pressure someone into cracking. When the investigators arrive at the door, no one expects how quickly things will get heated.
Oh, hi Gilbert, how are you?
Yo, Gilbert doesn't have good going for him. Nothing's going good for Gilbert, bro. Gilbert is wearing the exact same shirt. Oh, wait, no. Wait, that they probably just took that picture. Bro, Gilbert's a midget. Oh, my God. Gilbert! Gilbert! Yo! Yo, Gilbert. Yo, you going to jail, bro. You going to midget jail, bro. Going on the short bus. Yo, Gilbert. Okay, bro. All right, lock in chat. It's a guy died.
Can I actually talk to you, Gilbert? You know what it's about because, you know, I've already done some research. I'm not going to talk to you right here in the door. Do you want to come talk to me over here? Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? Good? Okay. Is your mom here?
She's showering.
You might...
Bro, he's the older brother. That is a mega mind. That is a mega mind head, bro. Lil G now.
I want to go tell your mom that I would like to talk to her again. I'm going to talk to Gilbert if he's willing to speak with me. And Gilbert, again, I don't want to talk to you right here in front of the door. Do you mind coming even over here?
That's very true.
So, tell me what you know.
God damn! Hold on.
So.
God damn! Look at that hump! Oh my God. Holy fuck.
Tell me what you know.
Yes, bro.
Like I said, I just moved in here.
Okay, so I'm not gonna play games with you, okay? I know you threatened to take...
God damn, she's blunt as fuck. She's blunt as fuck.
Careful,
I
Sweat.
do love that.
Yeah, but I didn't do nothing.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't even up here. I couldn't even do nothing.
Okay, so obviously you do know why I'm here and why I'm talking to you now. You want to discuss, or do you want me to just take it for at face value?
I know,
I already
right?
saw the Facebook, so.
You little my man, bro.
I didn't.
Huh?
So you can do whatever. I didn't do shit. So.
Okay, so.
I'm innocent.
Again, in your Facebook, you do disclose and say you're gonna send somebody to take.
These guys are just aura farming right here.
Care of him.
Yeah, but did I send?
Okay, so well, who'd you send? Because he died.
I didn't send nobody.
Do I need to be any clearer? He died.
I'm glad he shaved that shit off because he would have cooked.
I sent nobody. Come on, ain't nobody want to do it.
But like fucking
They're all
sticking
dead.
out.
Can I see your phone? Can I see your phone? Thank you. It's a T-Mobile. Okay, I'm gonna.
Why is he looking like that? He's like, did you just take my phone? Like what?
Take it. I'm gonna do a warrant on it. Okay.
No, I love Goody. All right.
Yeah, take my phone.
Yes.
You just He's in so much shock. Did you just take my phone? Okay. And a drama.
Again, you have to realize that I'm investigating a homicide.
All right, bro.
Okay,
Jokes
a
are
homicide
over.
in which you threatened to kill my victim.
So you're gonna take my phone?
Yes. I'm gonna take your phone. I'm gonna do a warrant on it. If for any reason.
Just don't look at the pictures. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want to see something. But it's a whole lot of something.
Okay. Well, I won't look at pictures, but I am interested in who you've been talking to, text messages, and so on. So I am gonna do a warrant on it. Okay.
With no luck getting anything useful from Gilbert, Detective
No, bro.
Bruce Yaga cleverly confiscates his phone, hoping it might hold the evidence she needs, but still.
Look at that guy, and then look at this marvelous, attractive male, and then look at Gollum, excluding the possible murder. No, you included me in that. That's Gollum. Look at that. That's Jesus Christ. That fucking head is huge.
Still can't prove. As this is happening, Chavez is seen stepping outside and speaking briefly with officers. She looks like she's in a hurry to leave. Not willing to let the moment slip away, Detective Bruce Yaga plans to intercept and confront her about the boxing match she helped organize to see how she reacts when cornered. This time, however, Chavez isn't the same calm, collected woman from before. What Bruce Yaga gets instead is a very different side of her.
I love you. I'll go right to see you.
Can I talk to you really fast?
I have to catch the bus, so I mean, you got 5 minutes of my time.
Okay.
And that's it.
Thank you, Gilbert. Thank you for speaking with me. Have a good day.
Be safe.
We'll check in with you before we leave. Talk to us again.
Hi, Elizabeth. I know you're gonna be quick and all, but so you know why I'm here, okay? I don't gotta repeat myself.
All right, bro.
I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to play games.
This is that
Okay.
confirmation number from when I had called, because I called that same evening, and nobody ever came
you
by
did.
to what's
You
called.
didn't report
This
your
is-
car.
I did. This
No.
is it. Yes, it is.
I already know.
Okay, you know
They
what,
tried-
Eddie? I'm not trying to be mean with you, but this is the confirmation number that.
So why did you set up a fight?
She's talk to the hand. Talk to the hand. Talk to the hand, bitch. Bro, okay.
Between Angelo and Josue.
No.
Yes, you did.
No. The
I
little
have
boy called
phones.
over. He called to the house. He was asking for a fight. I was like, wait a minute. You want to do what? I was like, are you serious? It was either that or they wanted to sit there and do some stupid things. I'm not trying to have stupid things going on between those boys. Those boys need to learn how to get along.
Like I said,
So are you
I
gonna write this
have
down?
phones. I already know when you called it in. You never fully followed through.
I did. I waited for them to get here.
Okay, do you have the title to the vehicle?
It's in that vehicle. That's what I was trying to tell y'all. Like, I cannot give you any more information because it was in the vehicle. I didn't even get to register the car or anything.
You've had the car since before January.
Yeah, and I also had to get a new alternator for it.
I
You know
did
how much
not.
money it takes to
Oh, but I
just
did.
for me to save for just a little bit, a few things? But the little boy, he called. He wanted to make the fight.
Right.
And
I'm not
I was
saying
doing what she did, bro.
Josue, just want to do.
I'm not saying Josue didn't set the
All right,
fight,
Gilbert
but
does well.
you let them know and you set up the fight because they were gonna fight
I
that
let
morning.
them know because they had to know. I'm like, this is what's going on when your sister's left. What do you guys think about this? Yeah, I let them know because they needed to know.
Bro, he's just spectating, bro. Look at him. Like,
Because that's
bro.
all right.
So I'm gonna tell you something, okay?
Yeah, my 5 minutes, I'm done.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you something, okay? When I
Bro, that fucking head is so disrespectful. I'm gonna tell you something, bro.
charge someone, you're gonna be charged along because I know you're hiding the truth and I know you're listening to me, and it would suck for Aurora and Elizabeth's baby to not be present, for you not to be present, because
right.
I will charge you because I do know you were gonna set up that fight that day. The end.
Young lady,
I got it off your daughter's phone. Goodbye.
Clearly, Chavez is done talking as she storms off the scene, angry and defensive. But in her frustration,
Not
she
a
lets
single
something
thought.
slip, admitting that she knew about the fight between Jay and her sons, though she insists it was all Jay's idea. Before leaving the house, Bruciaga tries once more to speak with Elizabeth to see if she's finally ready to tell the truth.
How you been, Elizabeth?
Fine.
Are you still pregnant?
Yeah.
Yeah? How far along are you?
Well, from my menstrual cycle, she said 14 weeks and 7 days.
So, Elizabeth, you know, we talked last time and I know you're...
Yo, wait, Spanish people, translate! Spanish people, translate. What'd she say?
Said 14 weeks.
Adriana, it's your cue. Go back. I'll turn it up for you. I'll turn it up.
Well, from my menstrual cycle, she said 14 weeks and 7 days.
Translate that shit. Translate that shit. If you can. If you can't, Adriana about to sell. Adriana, can you understand what she said? Wait, is it max volume? You can't hear shit, bro. Oh my god, bro.
So, Elizabeth, you know, we talked last time and I know you're very upset and I can't imagine what you're going through because you're kind of put in between, but I already know you know what happened.
Oh, I don't. I don't know what happened at all. All I know is that when his grandpa got back, he told me that Jay was dead.
I would just hate, and I truly, from the bottom of my heart, still believe that you weren't involved. But I would just hate to find out that you were involved. And then where does that baby go? Because he no longer has a dad. That day, there was a witness that describes a female matching your exact description, talking to Josue right before he gets shot.
Oh.
I was at the house.
Okay. Do you
I was
realize how close
cleaning.
you live?
I was literally cleaning,
Again,
doing
Elizabeth,
all of
listen
that.
to me.
And then when his grandpa came home, he walked in on me washing the dishes.
You're not gonna change my mind because, I mean, is it weird that she lives here and she knows nothing?
Elizabeth, you have to think about. Can I talk to you for a second, Elizabeth?
What?
So
say something else.
I know we're not trying to upset you any more than you already are or anything like that. But you have to.
Oh,
think
he has
about
a
how
thought. He has a thought,
When
guys.
this case goes to court, one, when people get arrested for things like this, they don't care whose family, friends, or whoever else they can or will throw into the bus to try to get themselves a better deal. When this goes to court and a jury of 12 random people, don't worry about what I think about it. Don't worry about what Anna thinks about it. Think about what those 12 people.
Oh my god, that reminded me. I did sign up for jury or whatever it's called. Oh my god, I hope they don't contact me. I don't want to be a part of this, bro.
You got to think about what's best for him or her.
I don't. Okay. I would have had you guys about that.
If you hear something or something comes up,
I looked him since the day I met him.
With Elizabeth repeating the same story as before and no progress made, the officers decide to leave. But Bruciaga gives the family a promise. The next time she comes back, it won't be for questions. It'll be with a warrant. A month later, on June 15th, investigators finally get the break they've been waiting for. Cell tower data definitively places Angelo's phone at the scene of the murder at 11:20 a.m., the same time Jay was killed,
my
directly
God.
contradicting his earlier alibi
No, I don't.
that
Going on a date. Yes, I do.
he was home with his mother. With this new evidence, a warrant
probably
is
will.
secured for Angelo's arrest, and Bruce
Depends on how long it is, because you're getting mad at the cop, but that's her job. She has to question, especially if she has evidence from their phones. That's also a tactic, and also I think she's just like blatantly being honest. But I don't blame her, because all this fucking evidence is like, y'all didn't even try, and you're trying so hard to hide it, but you didn't try to cover it up well. That's y'all's fault. Just admit, like, sentencing is gonna be so much worse, bro.
Yaga returns to the
Okay, I might watch it.
Maldonado residence, just as she promised. That afternoon, 16-year-old Angelo Baldonado is arrested and
I don't think it is. I'm so sure she's innocent.
charged with murder. Now with the prime suspect finally in custody, police have the chance to interview him without his mother
Here we go,
intervening.
guys.
Bruciaga hopes
Here we go, guys.
this will be the
Lock
moment
in.
they get to close the case for good. But to her surprise, Angelo isn't about to make that easy, because this time, he has an escape plan of his own.
Here we go. Lock in. Climax.
I'm still upstairs, sorry.
Is my mom gonna be here somewhere?
Is your mom gonna be here? Was she driving? Was she driving down here?
Oh, she was talking to one of the people that was there at the house.
Oh, at the house?
Yes.
I was at the office, sorry, I was no longer at the house. Okay.
She should be coming.
So she should be coming.
No.
If not, like,
I haven't played it often, so I have no opinions. After manipulating that lady with the baby and seeing her get emotional after 73 days and keeping to the same thing, yeah, I think she would hop up.
hey guys, she should be coming.
She should? Okay. So you do remember me, and I actually do know you remember me because you're like, can I talk to Anna? So, but again, I am Anna Bruciaga, deputy. This is my partner. So, Angelo,
Why'd that make me wanna
because you
watch
are
Dexter?
a minor, I am gonna read you your rights, and we're
That's why I
gonna...
want my mom here. That's me. Like, I had questions. If I wasn't like gonna talk to my mom about.
So you want your mom here while I read you your rights as well?
Yeah, I want her for the whole thing.
For the whole thing? Okay, fair enough.
She's asking so much.
At this time, you are gonna get booked for your warrant, okay?
What exactly is the one?
It's a homicide warrant,
But what are you doing there?
okay? Again, you know, because you said that you wanted to speak to me with your mom, I can't ask you questions. At this point, I am booking you for the homicide warrant, and that's all I can do.
It's certainly not the response Detective Bruciaga was hoping for, but it's hardly surprising. After months of his mother keeping him away from investigators, Angelo refuses to speak without his mother or a lawyer present. With
Don't
no
spoil.
cooperation and no confession, there is nothing more detectives can do. Angelo is booked into the county's juvenile detention center, held without bond while prosecutors prepare to take the case to trial. For now, he's the only family member officially tied to the crime, and investigators believe they've finally got Jay's killer behind bars. But what no one has caught on to yet is that Angelo isn't the one who pulled the trigger. He's just a scapegoat, taking the fall for a killer who's still free and quietly getting away with murder.
The mother.
A full
A
year
year?
passes since Jay...
Oh my god. Yo. Could you imagine the fucking daughter finding this out in a year? Oh my god. I would feel betrayed.
was tragically killed.
Absolutely
His pregnant
betrayed.
girlfriend, Elizabeth Baldonado, gives birth to his son in November 2022. Her social media posts show a young
God damn, she's mogging. Look at that jawline. She's Michael Aftoning. Yo. She's actually mogging. What the fuck?
woman trying to rebuild her life, sharing photos of her baby, spending time with friends, and appearing to move on in a new relationship. On the
It's gotta
surface,
be.
it seems like
no, look at that. Nope, it's not edited.
life is slowly returning to normal. Meanwhile,
they're
her
not. They're not
brother
dating.
Angelo remains in juvenile detention awaiting trial. The case seems closed, and Jay's family begins to find closure, believing justice has finally been served. That is, until, out of nowhere, police receive a phone call that changes everything. In March of 2023, a woman contacts detectives claiming she's been talking to Elizabeth's older brother Gilbert on Facebook, and according to her, he's just confessed to knowing exactly who killed Jay that day.
I've been kind of watching everything that goes on Facebook, and I was able to see that Gibby was pretty hateful towards his mom.
Gilbert! Oh, you rat bastard! Ah, you're a hero today, though. You're a hero today. That brain of yours got something down there. Your brain of yours got something down there, bro.
Get him to say something about it, so I messaged him, "Why is your brother locked up?" Because my mom and him went to go fight my sister's baby daddy because he beat her. And when they got there, my sister...
Wait, my mom and him went to fight my sister's baby daddy because he beat her? And when they got there, my sister's
His baby daddy tried to pull out a gun, but he got hit before he could even get his gun. But they put the murder on my brother. I said, that's real f***ed up. Why they put it on your brother? He said supposedly witnesses were there and said it was him. And they say they also got video and that it looks like him in the video, but you can't see shit. All you see is a big ass group and then everybody scatters. I said, what the f***, your mom didn't tell nobody it wasn't him. He said, nope. He said, the crazy part is my little brother ain't telling on my mom. I said, so your mom did it and let your brother go down? And he said, yeah. I said, have you tried to tell your brother to tell? He said, yeah, but he tells me no. But that's how we was raised. No matter what the situation is, don't tell. And if we do, we gotta face consequences.
Needless to say,
that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Gilbert's confession changes everything. Detectives already suspected Chavez's involvement in arranging the boxing fight, but no one imagined she was the one who pulled the trigger. Investigators begin to theorize that Chavez may have orchestrated the entire thing, luring Jay to the alley under the guise of a fight with her son, only to end it herself with a single shot to the head. But despite what sounds like a breakthrough, Detective Bruciaga knows she can't move too fast. Arresting Chavez now, based only on Gilbert's secondhand confession, could jeopardize the entire case. Without solid evidence, Chavez will be innocent in the eyes of the law.
Yeah.
Over the next few months, investigators work quietly, monitoring jail calls between Chavez and her son Angelo. Most of the conversations are vague, small talk, cautious wording, but in one of the calls, Chavez makes an interesting statement. When Angelo asks why his brother Gilbert looks sad, Chavez replies, "He's heartbroken you're in there. I told him it's because I f***ed up, because I'm stupid, period." Hearing what sounds like an admission of guilt, Detective Bruciaga seizes the opportunity.
Wait, Savannah? Like your sister? Why is Savannah saying slow down? What the?
Visits Angelo at the detention center, hoping this time she can finally get the truth. When she meets with him, she doesn't have to do much convincing, because Angelo is already prepared to make a deal and save himself.
If everything would happen, what we're talking about right now, would I get at least the first degree dropped on? So we do the way to work around it.
So if you're wanting to now give a statement, we can definitely schedule an appointment where it's me, you, and the attorney. And then I'm more than willing to talk to you guys.
Loser.
After Angelo agrees to cooperate, detectives quickly arrange a formal interview with him and his attorney present. Angelo ends up corroborating his brother Gilbert's confession, confirming that it was his mother who pulled the trigger and drove away from the scene. With both sons telling the same story, there's only one crucial piece missing to solve the case: a confession from Chavez herself. Without her own words, the defense could argue that the boys are lying or that their statements were coerced. A few days later, an arrest warrant is issued, and Chavez is taken into custody. Detective Bruciaga brings her into an interrogation room determined to secure an admission. Not through confrontation this time, but through empathy. If the plan works, they'll finally close the case for good. But if Chavez sees through it, the interview will be over before it even begins.
Here we go. This is it, chat.
I know that you obviously recognize me because we've met in the past more than once, okay? And regardless of what happened then, I'm not gonna be rude to you. I'm not gonna be disrespectful to you, even though in the past, you weren't the nicest, right? But you're here and I'm not gonna be rude. And I expect the same kid. Fair?
She looks, because her son, I'm assuming it's because her son's in jail and it's like it's all her fault.
Obviously I know you were visiting Angelo. I know you were visiting Angelo. How's he doing? He's okay? Yeah, okay. How are you doing?
Yeah. Yep, go on.
And I mean just in general, not just because you already know why you're here. You've been in handcuffs. You've been in the back of the cop car. Just now. Yeah. So I'm gonna read you your rights, okay? Do you understand? Okay, fair enough. With that being said, what's gonna
Even then, she's still gonna lawyer up? Just confess. Just confessed. Just confess. What the fuck? Your son's in jail. What?
happen now is I'm gonna stop this interview. You're going to jail on 2 warrants, okay? You do have an open count murder warrant, and you do have, and I have to look at that one to read you the exact.
Why she looks shocked? For murder? No shit!
Warrant, okay? And that's not mine. It's not for me to discuss, but that's what one of the warrants is for, okay?
Unfortunately, things don't go according to plan. The moment Chavez realizes where the conversation is heading, she immediately shuts down the interview and asks for a lawyer. From here on, it's up to the court to decide whether the evidence against her is enough to prove what everybody already suspects. At the trial, prosecutors present the full scope of the case.
Wait, is that what that was saying? Hold up. Oh my god, it was.
I have to look at that one to read you the exact, but it's a warrant, okay?
Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh, child pornography? What? What? I didn't even see that. What did you do?
And that's not mine. It's not for me to discuss, but that's what one of the warrants is for, okay?
Unfortunately, things don't go according to plan. The moment Chavez realizes where the conversation is heading, she immediately
Her face as soon as she said it cracked me up. Oh, like,
shuts down the interview and asks for a lawyer. From here on, it's up to the court to decide whether the evidence against her.
Wait, I want to hear about that. Why did she have a warrant about that? I want to hear about that. That's interesting. What?
There is enough to prove what everybody already suspects. At the trial, prosecutors present the full scope of the case. Phone records, surveillance footage of Chavez's car, the brothers' confessions, and the jail call recordings. They argue that Chavez disapproved of the relationship between her daughter and Jay and was motivated by anger over how he treated her. They also believe she calculated that her teenage son would face lighter consequences if he took the blame. As for her other children, Elizabeth and Gilbert, investigators determined that neither had any direct role in the shooting. Elizabeth in particular is found to have had no knowledge of her mother's deadly intentions. She withheld some information to protect her family, but was ultimately determined to be a victim caught in the middle. Eventually, Angelo Baldonado pleads guilty to conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and assault with intent to commit a felony, and is sentenced to remain in juvenile detention until age 21. His mother, Chavez, pleads guilty to second-degree murder and, in May 2025, receives the maximum penalty of 18 years in state prison. Chavez is also facing a separate charge related to child exploitation material found on her tablet during the investigation.
Child exploitation? What the fuck? Yo, what was this woman on? What was she on? What the fuck? I feel like we missed a whole case for that alone. Wait, what? What is the name of that woman again? Her mother. I gotta look that up. I knew video 2 would be a banger. That was a banger. That was a W video, but hold on, I gotta look into this. Child exploitation. Hold on. And face charges of sexual exploitation of children and wait, what? Hold up. No, I don't care. I don't care. Wait, separate coach case said that son was charged with murder. Okay. Underage females and males engaged in sexual activities were found on the computer tablet during execution of search warrant at her. According to her, after a photo depicting child sexual abuse was seen on the tablet, that were copied on another warrant. Which, oh my god, she's actually evil. She's actually fucking evil. What the hell? Yo, Gilbert though, bro. The hero of the story, bro. I'm uninstalling. What game? Okay, okay. I'll look at it. But that was a W video, you guys. That was a W video. Holy shit. I can't believe the other part though. Oh, what the other article say? It said that Photos of underage females and males engaged in sexual activities were found on the computer tablet of Elizabeth during execution of a search warrant at her residence on June 15, 2022, according to the court documents. After a photo depicting child sexual abuse was seen on the tablet, the contents of the tablet were copied and another warrant was issued on March 2nd to examine all its content. So yeah, that's fucking horrible, bro. Yo, you kept quiet for both. They had access to your computer. You're an idiot. No, she's actually an idiot.